I'm Professor Jonathan Taplin from the Annenberg School for Communication at the University of Southern California. And I'm very much looking forward to the Participative Web Conference that the OECD is running in Ottawa in October. Before I came to Annenberg, I was fortunate enough to work as a producer with many artists, both in film and music. I worked for Bob Dylan and the band, Marty Scorsese, Wim Wenders, George Harrison. And one of the things that is so important about Web 2.0 is the ability to democratize the web. When Marty Scorsese and I made Mean Streets in 1974, if we hadn't been able to sell it to Warner Brothers or one of the 6 major studios, the movie literally would not have existed. But today, my daughter, who is a film producer in New York, could put her films up on Google Video or some other kind of web service and charge $2 a download for them and get them out into the world, even if the resistance by the media distribution oligopolies still existed. But it doesn't really exist anymore because the web is changing things quite dramatically. To me, the existence of blogs, of Second Life, of YouTube, of MySpace is radically changing the way we think about media. And in that sense, I think this conference is very, very important. I would like to hear us think about things like whether the world of privacy still exists in this new world. I'd like to wonder about what interactive advertising will look like in this new world. I think we have to think about whether the use of MySpace by rock and roll bands will completely change the economics of the rock and roll business, and whether the traditional music company will still exist in that world. I wonder oftentimes of whether some of my students who are on Second Life are indicative of people who actually believe their Second Life is more interesting than their real life. All these are big issues, and I think there is a role for both governments and NGOs to play in this world. And one of the biggest ones that we need to wrestle with is the role of intellectual property in a world of participative web. And that, to me, is maybe the most important question. Thanks very much.